Hey there, it's that guy that calls himself Jersey Dude. If you haven't figured out by now, jerseys are my thing. Is Batman your thing? I've always thought the imagery of Batman was pretty cool, and a lot of the comic book heroes. I'm not a comic book guy, I think they're pretty hokey, but I do like the graphics, I like the visual part of them. They lend themselves well to hockey. There are many hockey teams, as I've mentioned before, particularly in the lower strata of leagues, that really go heavy in the branding. They have to do that in order to make a visual impact, to make a community impact, to survive by creating community interest, because it's a pretty tough racket. It's a way to make a really small fortune owning a small hockey team in a small market. It's really easy to make a small fortune. The way you do that is start with a really big one. Anyway, I have big shirts. If you haven't figured out already, this is a big shirt. I'm a big guy and I require a big shirt. This is a 2XL, an extra large shirt. One of the problems I ran into pretty quickly was that the patches that I could make on my machine were just not big enough. A lot of you might say, wah, 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 poor baby, because I have a Baby Lock EMP6. That is a heck of a lot bigger than a lot of single needle machines that a lot of people use. Yes, I've made quite a few patches on a single needle machine, as a matter of fact. I feel very fortunate to have this EMP6. But even then, it is on the edge. It is really a home embroidery machine on steroids. It will sew slightly less than 11.4 inches in width and about 7.4 inches in height. That's really too small for the size of jersey that I wear. When I first started doing the patches, I just sewed what I could sew. And I put them on the shirts and they looked great. And then I hung them up and stepped back and looked at them and thought, nah, that's way too small. That just does not fill the shirt and does not have the proper visual impact that it needs to have. What am I going to do with these big honkin' shirts that I wear with only an 11.4 inch wide patch on them? And the real limiting factor is the height. 7.4 inches is tiny. You're talking a shirt that is, depending on the brand, they're all over the map like most clothing. They are roughly 30 inches wide from armpit to armpit. That's kind of a standard measurement used for hockey shirts. That is a big expanse of empty fabric to try to fill. 11.4 inches just does not get it done. It disappears on a shirt that big. A shirt like this, I wear this shirt around and it looks ridiculous. I'm lost inside this thing. I don't like big baggy clothes anyway, but these things look ridiculous on me. When I get all my pads on, and yes, I do wear these in my hockey games. I don't create them just to hang on hangers in a closet. I wear these on the ice. I don't mind standing out. I do anyway because I'm taller than most people anyway. When I wear these things on the ice with all my pads on, they are just the right size. There's just a little extra room to move around and for all those big bulky pads on. How am I going to get a patch big enough to fill that vast expanse of fabric? The patch on this shirt is a little less than 14 inches wide. So how do you get a patch that large out of a machine that only stitches about 11.4 inches wide? And really, again, the height is the limiting factor, 7.4 inches. This is also a very tall patch. The rounder or squarer a patch is, the worse the sizing gets. So how do you get a patch this big? I had to come up with a strategy to do that. And in this little series of videos, I will show you exactly how I have managed it.